It's the E-Commerce Minute, your daily dose of e-commerce, tech, and retail news with your hosts, Bart Mraz and John Suter. The E-Commerce Minute is a production of Sumo Heavy, a digital commerce consulting firm in Brooklyn, New York, and Philadelphia. Find us on the web at sumoheavy.com. It's E-Commerce Minute, episode 262.
In today's episode, Kohl's already hiring for the holidays.
Kohl's announced last Wednesday that it would begin hiring seasonal workers for the back-to-school, fall, and holiday shopping season earlier than it's ever done before. Kohl's hopes this move will secure talented staff before they go elsewhere as the shopping season begins. The strategy also affects the tightened job market as retailers like Target, Macy's, and Walmart compete to hire the best talent. According to CNBC, companies consistently name finding employees as a top challenge. Earlier this year, the Labor Department said the U.S. unemployment rate fell to an 18-year low of 3.8%. Kohl's has already opened up the application process for positions at more than 300 of its 1,100 stores across the U.S. Additional hiring opportunities will come later in the year, Kohl said, with roles available in stores and its distribution and e-commerce fulfillment centers. We are hiring seasonal associates earlier than ever to ensure our teams are fully staffed, trained, and ready to support peak shopping seasons, Ryan Festerling, Executive VP of Human Resources at Kohl's, said in a statement. Kohl's also said it would offer seasonal workers competitive wages, a 15% discount on purchases, and special associate shop days for other savings. In 2015 and 2016, the company said it had hired about 70,000 workers each year ahead of the fall and winter months. It did not disclose the numbers for 2017, and it hasn't yet provided a number of hires for 2018. So can I say something? Didn't the kids just get out of school? Or like yesterday?
It's Christmas in July, sir. Funny. Hey, they need jobs too. Did you see that stat? Like, there's an article like teenagers not getting jobs.
Well, yeah, it's funny. It seems like that's not a thing anymore. Like the teenager getting a summer job. Like, what are these teenagers? What are these teenagers doing besides sitting on my lawn?
Right? Like, I don't know. I feel like I know you worked in those days. I did too. I busted my butt.
Yeah, 2 or 3 jobs.
Yeah, I mean, I worked at a fast food, at a store, and cut lawns. I mean, come on, man.
Got to make that paper, son.
Yeah. Deliver newspapers. Let's go.
So this article points out that there is
It's definitely shortage.
It's this like chasm of we can't find good jobs, but yet there's plenty of jobs to be had.
Yeah.
The problem that people feel is that they look at jobs like this that's not enough to. It's not enough. Like they would need 2 of these jobs to live. It's kind of unfortunate. I don't know what Kohl's pays. I know it's not $15 an hour, is it?
Yeah, it's gonna be whatever the minimum wage is. I mean, they have to.
Yeah.
So wherever you are, whatever the minimum wage is. And yeah, sure, it's not gonna be there, but like there's work. There's work to be done. I just think that these kind of jobs were made for teenagers, right? Like. That's the whole point of them, like fast food, all those kind of jobs. Weren't they just made for the teenagers? And
you would think, but right? I think so a fast food job would be made more for a teenager. These are for retail, and I think it takes somebody with a little bit more maturity and patience than say an Instagramming teen. And these are also seasonal jobs. So it's not just after school. These are part-time jobs that basically end in January.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
So the type of person that applies for this is either going to be somebody retired or someone who already has a job somewhere else and is going to fit this into their already packed, sad schedule.
Sure. I don't know. I go by what my experience was, and I worked those jobs. I worked at Ross and all these places.
Yeah, no, I agree. I did the whole retail thing as well. That's how I came up. And I gladly and gratefully took any position that was offered to me and tried to climb up whenever I could. I think
rest in peace, Toys R Us, by the way.
Yeah, rest in peace, Toys R Us. But we're in a different time. We're in a different area now, Bart. We're the old fossils. They said they're going to pay competitive wages, and I think the discount thing is nice. It's a nice lure. But the fact that I picked this story is that they're already starting. Okay, this story, we are reporting this story. So we're reporting this story on July 11th. I mean, literally school just let out and already talking about back to school. The holiday calendar seems to slide further and further back, not because people want Christmas to come faster. I think that the retailers are just desperate to get that,
Those people.
get the money and get the get the black every Friday would be Black Friday if it was up to the retailers.
Yeah.
And I think that's where you're going to start seeing, because Amazon Prime is coming up next week. I wouldn't be surprised if we started seeing more shopping holidays in the middle of the year. And that's just a wild guess. But I think retailers really need something, because we just have once a year. Other countries have different holidays where spending is bigger.
Yep.
But I wouldn't be surprised if we started seeing more shopping holidays. But that's a little tangent. Anyway, anything else?
Get off my lawn, get to work.
Get off my lawn and get to work. My sentiments exactly. Signing off for the two grumpy old men. That's your e-commerce minute for today. We'll see you on the internet tomorrow. That's it for today's show. If you like the show, do us a favor and subscribe or leave us a review on iTunes. And don't forget, you can now listen to the e-commerce minute on your Amazon device. Just add e-commerce minute to your flash briefing. And finally, if you have a comment or suggestion or just want to say hi, find us on social media @Sumo Heavy.